Atha Yoga Anushasanam. Namaste. Welcome to Unravel the Thread, a podcast for people who want to apply the Yoga Sutras to yoga practice and to life today. Available online at simple-yoga.org, where you can also find dozens of videos for practice, hundreds of articles, videos for chanting, and guided meditations, all free resources to enrich your yoga practice. I am Ruben Vasquez, your companion on this journey of exploration. I am grateful for your comments and questions. It really makes my day to know that Unravel the Thread is making a difference in your practice and in your life. This podcast presents excerpts from the book Unravel the Thread, the complete guide for living the Yoga Sutras today. It also offers practices inspired by the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. If you love the podcast and want to support my work as an independent content creator, on the simple-yoga.org website, you can easily donate to keep the podcast going. Today, we will explore the sixth part in our series about health. It's a summary and application. This is the final episode in the series on our integral definition of health. Once again, our definition: health is the harmonious integration of adequate appetites, efficient elimination, optimal posture, graceful movement, calm mind, cheerful attitude, and compassionate interaction. Notice how this comprehensive definition is an example of applying the idea of range of action to our thinking to cultivate a broader and deeper perspective. This definition also serves as a reminder that our physical, mental, emotional, and social aspects are deeply interconnected. For example, your emotional state and attitude influence your appetite, and the state of your elimination is likely to influence the ease of your posture and the quality of your movements. As we reflect on our definition, it is important to recognize that health is dynamic, especially when we realize that health is an ongoing process of self-discovery and self-care that is achieved by embodying our awareness through intelligent, kind, and compassionate actions. As usual, the following questions invite you to bring this definition into your everyday life. Thinking about adequate appetites. Pay attention to cravings. Do you notice any patterns and inclinations? Distinguish between wants and needs, perhaps using the yama of Satya 230. What stimulates your appetites? To what extent do physical activities influence your appetite? What happens when you practice moderation? Perhaps inspired by the yama of Aparigraha 230. How are your appetites influenced by attending to subtle sense perceptions? According to that Sutra 135. What mental activities influence your appetites? How? What effect do your emotions play in your appetites? Does the media you consume affect your appetites? Once you have stimulated your appetite, do you consciously and deliberately enjoy what you have an appetite for? Or does your attention jump to a different enticing object? How do you satisfy your appetites? How do you feel as a result? thinking about efficient elimination? Is there a balance between your appetites and your elimination? Is there a difference between efficient elimination and releasing of an urge? In your experience, what contributes to efficient elimination? Is elimination associated with a feeling of ease and relief? Regarding physical elimination, what is the optimum dietary fiber intake for you? What level of hydration seems to be most helpful for efficient elimination? What foods contribute to regularity? Does moderate activity, like a postprandial walk, contribute to enhanced digestion and elimination for you? What objects are unnecessary? About mental elimination. What methods help you let go of recurring thoughts? What are some effective ways to quiet your mind? Perhaps can you try the suggestions in Sutras 132 to 139? What are some ways of resolving thoughts so that you do not have to revisit the same line of thinking? Perhaps revisit the episode, What Are You Thinking? About emotional elimination. Do you have useful strategies to make peace with past events so that you can effectively let go of regrets? Perhaps revisit the episode, What is the most important moment of your life? What techniques do you use in order to let go of future events so that you can let go of anxiety? Consider revisiting the episode on presence. What uplifting emotions can create peace in your body, mind, and heart? Maybe use the Sutra 139, focus on anything uplifting. Maybe the Sutra 233, turning things around using Pratipaksha Bhavana. Sutra 234, abstaining from negativity and violence, as well as Sutra 133, friendliness, compassion, inspiration, equanimity. Regarding posture and movement, recognize the individual nature of optimal posture. What is ideal in posture and movement varies for each person and is different even for the same person at different times. Are you aware of the most frequent positions you adopt during your day? Are those positions contributing to optimal posture and graceful movement? In your physical activities, how do you monitor your posture and movements to ensure effective, efficient, and enjoyable action? In your physical practice, do you emphasize strength, flexibility, speed, endurance, or mindfulness? What is most important to you? Are your movements deliberate or are they mechanical? Can you differentiate moving with control from using momentum? What differences do you feel? How do you regulate the intensity of effort in your activities? Can your posture and movement embody steadiness, ease, and economy of effort as suggested by Patanjali in Sutras 246 and 247? How do you integrate muscular actions, nervous system instructions, and sensory feedback? To what extent are you able to explore the range of possibilities in your postures and movements? Are you aware of your habitual attitudes, thoughts, and emotions and their physical manifestations? Perhaps explore focusing on feeling, as we did in the episode What Are You Feeling? Or choosing to be happy, as we did in a previous episode, or letting go of complaining, as we did in the complaining episode. Calm mind and cheerful attitude. What happens when you develop the habit of observing your state of mind? What tendencies do you notice most often? Is your mind sleepy, aware, restless, or focused? Is it helpful to explore the differences between awareness and its contents, as we did in a previous episode? To what extent can you modulate the state of your mind? Perhaps by using Sutra 132, single-pointed focus. Can your awareness turn inward and be free from disturbances by chanting Om, as suggested by Patanjali in Sutras 127, 128, and 129? Is it helpful to recognize the 5 states of mind according to Vyasa, identifying whether your mind is wandering, dull, distracted, concentrated, or restrained? Can you cultivate a calm mind by focusing on what is important, maintaining perspective, and considering opposing viewpoints with minimal bias? What happens when you follow Patanjali's suggestions for calming your mind? In Sutra 132, single-pointed focus, 133, friendliness, compassion, inspiration, equanimity, 134, focusing on exhalations and breath retentions, 135, focus on subtle sense perceptions, 136, cultivating the inner light, 137, focus on serenity beyond desire, 138, insight from dreams, and 139, focusing on anything uplifting. Is it possible to embrace the full range of emotions while maintaining a general cheerful attitude? Perhaps revisit the Can I Choose to Be Happy episode? Can your regular yoga practice help you develop resilience to bounce back from challenging experiences? Is there a relationship between a calm mind and cheerful attitude? How can one influence the other and vice versa? About compassionate interaction. How broad or narrow is your definition of interaction? Do your interactions contribute to disappointments, frustrations, successes, and accomplishments? What happens when you cultivate friendliness, compassion, inspiration, and equanimity? Observe the ripple effect of kindness. Do acts of kindness inspire others to act in a similar way? How do you interact with yourself? Are your interactions influenced by inner states of worry, upset, illness, health, strength, and good mood? Is it possible to make your interactions effortless? How do my interactions influence my health? Let's think about the cumulative effect of cultivating our health. Some people suggest that each time we do something that supports and enhances our health, we are investing in our resilience. In other words, each time we take care of our health by making sure we get enough sleep, eat a healthy diet, get enough exercise, meditate, practice gratitude, practice mindfulness, favor uplifting thoughts, cultivate meaningful relationships, we're making deposits in a health savings account. The deposits accumulate over time, perhaps even earning interest, which strengthens our immune system and overall resilience, allowing us to recover from injury and illness more quickly and easily than if we didn't. Does that make sense to you? Although this broad definition may seem overwhelming because there are so many things we need to do to be healthy, consider that you can improve your health by making small, practical, sustainable changes that help you feel better. It doesn't have to happen all at once. See if taking one small step at a time can help you feel a change for the better. Each small action helps create a new habit that becomes stronger with consistency. Also, making smart choices is likely to work on multiple levels. For example, eating something that is good for you will help you feel better. It will probably help with your digestion and elimination, and it will contribute to your peace of mind knowing that you're being kind to yourself. We have mentioned before that wisdom is pure common sense. Perhaps all of the yogic techniques are ways of cultivating physical, physiological, mental, emotional, and interpersonal wisdom, resulting in feelings of great vitality and inner connectedness that lead us to greater interconnectedness. What do you think? As always, I am not asking you to believe these ideas, but to consider them and explore whether you can test them through your daily practices and living. I am curious to know what you find. Thank you very much for listening. I hope that your exploration of all of these ideas is enjoyable and offers you insights. I am taking a pause for a few weeks so that I can dedicate some time to be with my loved ones. I hope that you have a lovely time exploring and that you join us again when we resume the episodes to explore more simple and effective techniques to come into presence. Remember, if you have questions about trying to apply these ideas, do not hesitate to contact me through my website simple-yoga.org. If Unravel the Thread is part of your day and you feel generous, I would appreciate it if you could support my work by subscribing, liking, and sharing. These are ways of supporting my work that cost nothing. If it is possible for you, you may also support my work by offering a donation at simple-yoga.org. Thank you. Remember that you can have your own copy of Unravel the Thread. Until next time, Namaste.